Do you need help exterminating mutants? Are you lost? Are they everywhere? Then you just need to call X Factor because they will help you. Or the exterminators in disguise as X Factor will help the mutants. I thought it was funny. Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today is 3 years since I opened my page on Facebook, Smurd P, so check it out. Today we are looking at the X-Men Retro line, 80 years, Uncanny X-Men Cyclops X Factor version, and it's on this very, very classic card, which is very, very nice. I do enjoy that card. There he is in his cage. Turn around, here are the other figures, and after this we have Wolverine and Storm to get out of their cages as well. And there's a little bit of a synthesis around Cyclops, so let's get him open. Okay, so for those who know me, they know that I'm a big Cyclops fan, and I had the X Factor version we got from, I think it was Series 9, the Sentinel series, back in Toy Biz World, and I've been debating for a few years whether I should grab it again, because I did set it. I thought maybe I should grab it. Maybe Hasbro aren't going to jump on this, but they have finally, and I am so stoked by it. Off the bat, it's really nice. I would say the only gripe that I have is, and Hasbro seem to do this quite often, and I seem to moan about these little minor things lately, is we've got a beautiful optic blasted head, which the effect has been long overdue to give us, and it's absolutely, it's quite a simple bit of plastic. It's really nice and simple, straightforward, and it goes with this head here because it's got a bit of a cavity there, which is nice. And then they give us this, which is great, and it's got a kind of I'm warming up to fire kind of effect going on. And where it's just a normal head, where's the head without the effects? You no longer have one now. Now, maybe you can take these off. I'm not entirely sure, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to risk it. And I may check out some other reviews to see if somebody else has figured that out. But it just seems you have the head, you just have to make the full visor, and that's it. And even a head with just glasses. I mean, I know we're getting one with the free pack at some point, but it just seems a bit, I don't know, you're giving us this great figure, but you're not going that full way to make us fully satisfied. I think we're wrong, this figure isn't a huge amount of money, it's a 20 quid figure, you know. I shouldn't complain that much, to be fair, but we haven't got an interchangeable hand, so we've just got he has to have his finger for his optic blast, or his fist for the other one, so it just seems just a little bit lazy. So now that the moment's over, let's actually have a look at the figure. So other than that, I mean, you can see how beautiful this head sculpt is. It's really, really nice, and I really do like what they've done with the paint. Well, it would have been nice if they did that bit there. Once again, they always seem to miss a trick, but I guess these people in the factory, they're told what they have to do on this figure, and that's it. It's nice to see that they've tried with that bit, which is interesting, although it's they painted the whole piece and shoved it in there, so a little bit disappointing. One thing from guy that I work with, Gareth Bray, he noticed that this bit here on his crutch area, I don't know why I was looking at the crutch area, is slightly different to some of the other areas, which is just slightly just a little bit disappointing. But all in all, this is a figure that I was probably the most excited about, being a Cyclops fan. Absolutely my favorite character of all time. Sometimes I hate what they've done with him. Even in House of X, you know, the fact that they're all agreeing with what Professor X said. I'm a little bit behind. I'm hoping there's more to that than meets the eye. The Transformer pun there. But I hate that they're following Professor Xavier, and he's doing all the things that Cyclops was saying that they need to do about protecting themselves, protecting their species, etc. They are separate from the world, and they all stopped buying it at some point, stopped following because he made some decisions that they didn't agree with. So, hey ho. I find the effect is really nice. The only thing that I find quite irritating is the fact that it will only work this figure because of the way it's designed. The head is designed with a bit of extra room inside the head for the optic blast. That is pretty much all you're going to do with this head, and you can't use it anywhere else. So that's a little bit frustrating. But I know that there are people on some of the other, some of the X-Men groups, some of the toy line groups, that I'm pretty sure you can get an effect for your other figures as well. So I think somebody has gone that extra mile, which is great. I'm not sure of the details, so you may have to go look into that. So let's show them off with some other Clopses. And here they are together. And the great thing about Cyclops is he's never been able to fully control his powers, is one thing. And you've got to think about the journey. So he started as an unsure boy, thrown into leadership, grew into leadership. I guess he was in a time of his life where he was probably pretty confused. He was married, he had a child. Jean Grey was back, forced in, making decisions that normally he wouldn't agree with, and it led to some things that he didn't really like. He probably looked quite dark. Back to being sure, back to being with the woman he loved, getting married, being confident, etc. And then that obviously leading to sacrificing himself to stop Apocalypse. Damn, I wish I'd sorted that out before I was recording. So, good time, and then back to being... He came back, and this was just after New X-Men, so we haven't got a New X-Men figure, but it's just after that where he was sure again. He was headmaster of the school, and he was starting to lead them, and he dealt with decimation. He had to deal with all sorts of bigger things, and I feel Professor Xavier had to deal with sometimes. Decimation of your people fighting for survival. Utopia, Norman Osborn hunting them down in that classic series. Hope making judgment calls, creating X-Force. He did some pretty hard decisions, and that's all comes back from all of this to I'm gonna do this. And he was the only person that could do that in my eyes. Xavier didn't do it. Even Magneto didn't do it. He followed Scott. Storm was in Wakanda and wasn't really interested, I would say. So Professor Xavier was doing his whole walk of whatever that was, trying to find himself again. Nobody stepped up as far as I'm concerned apart from him, with Emma Frost by his side. And then it all fell apart in Schism, where I feel it's a bit silly because Xavier put kids at risk. Magneto put kids at risk. Scott puts kids at risks. Wolverine doesn't agree. Yet Wolverine has notoriously taken kids under his wing. Jubilee, Kitty Pryde. He stabbed Rachel Grey once for not agreeing with her decision to kill. But yeah, he killed, or almost killed her. And then finally on to the Revolution Cyclops, which is... I really like that run, Bendis run. Not sure everybody agrees with that statement, but he was broken and he was still trying to be who he was at the time, I think. And I think, pretty much it was summed up that he had a nervous breakdown, which is not surprising when you pretty much kill your dad, who you love. You didn't mean to kill him, he was possessed. How do you deal with that ramifications? So it's quite I think a deep Cyclops run, and probably my favorite run. And then it just all went. I feel like it's gone to crap. And I like Cyclops in the recent run, although I don't always agree that I like the whole run, because it kind of went off in a strange direction. But at first it felt like the Cyclops that I really was supporting, etc., in what he was doing, so which was great. And now we've got this Cyclops that is I I'm still reading House of X, to be fair, so I just find him. It's an event, so it's very difficult to get much character rising out of a character. But it seems like I'm not sure that I like him right now. Going from that, he was, as far as I'm concerned, and is the leader of the X-Men, even if he doesn't want to be. He always is. So, all in all, this Cyclops is a nice addition to my team. A great retro figure. Bit disappointed about the head. It's not a big deal, but I love having him with all the other Cyclopses. So, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. My page is SmurredP. Follow me on Twitter at SmurredP. No idea what I'm doing, but I'm there. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye. Thank you very much.